Hello, hello, it's Wessel here, and thanks for joining me as I continue on the fun and games I'm having in RoadCraft. Now we're up to day 9 here, and we're pretty much doing around an hour a day. It doesn't have as much meaning as SnowRunner does because there's no time progression in this game, so it's always daylight. There's no day and night. But an hour is about as much as I can manage without crashing, falling over, and generally making a mess of everything. So that's my plan. Today, we're going to do a bit more scouting first up because we have sort of finished most of the tasks and now just need to scout around the top part of the map. So we're already at 74% here in Sojourn. So today, hopefully, we might get a couple of scouty things done and maybe even knock over a nice delivery contract or something. Let's swoosh on over and have a look. Swoosh. Have a look at what we've got. We're at 74%, which is always pretty good. We have done 22 out of 31 objectives and 7 out of 8 side objectives. And over on the right, you can see that there's just that grey cloud over the very top right corner of the map. And that's where we're going to be scouting around and generally having a look. So that's the plan. Let's get on with it. Hopefully today, yeah, we'll knock over a scouty thing and maybe even a delivery thing or something else. But we will just see how it goes. Okie dokie. So here we are, and Kelly will tell us her little spiel again.
Sinkholes know better than to open under supply depots.
Yeah.
Or they like taller structures. Like that newly built radio tower that got swallowed by one. That's why they had to reactivate the old one, which we need to fix. But sometimes there's no fixing the old things. And it's better just to let it go. Let's hope that's not the case this time.
Rightio. So she's done a spiel at the start, as per usual. So we are going to head up this way. Something like that. And try and find our way up to there first. And then come over here second and see how we go. Hopefully finish this task reasonably well. Well, let's get stuck in. Take the mighty links all the way around the side. Oh boy, not exactly the most nimble, but it is very solid. Keep following this path, I think. Okay, so we've got some islands over there. Good. Great big square thing up there. Check that out. What a structure. Anyway. Not what we're here for. Oh, I'm not tracking my objective. Track it. Thank you. Thought I'd tracked it. Just helps for when I'm going along to get a feel for whether I need to be heading a bit more left, right, or indifferent. Look at the map. Come up here near the pumping station. Do that just to see what's there. We are sort of still scouting around. Few rocks in the way, but not too bad. Little ones up here. So that looks like it's probably the pumping station. Yep. And by the red power cord there, tends to imply we're going to need to do a a cable run to there at some stage. Let's keep heading up this way to find the first yellow marker up there on the right. Looks like a pretty reasonable path. The road. Ooh. Train tunnel. Okay. Some stuff here. We got to the location. Not much to see other than a pile of stuff. So we're going to the other one now. Right. Hang on a minute. Okay, so that would need a big jump to get across there, or mini bridges perhaps. It's a sand quarry up there. The road keeps going up that way too. Let's keep focused on what we're doing. Just go around the edge here because we can. I think. I don't want to get too close to the edge. I wasn't sure. Yes, it is a little crevice. Thought it might have been. This is not really very very passable. But Lynx can do it. Yeah. Building in there. Just sort of following our nose more than anything. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. We've managed to explore that area.
Good job. We're making some progress with the gas holders. Can't say the same about these other requests, though. I'll just tell you about the two most important ones. One is to restart the steel beams facility, which isn't too involved. Just restore its power by bringing a backup transformer to the nearest power substation. Then build a road to the facility's loading area. The other request is to plan a route from the nearest tunnel to the Riverside gas holder, so that our convoy can get there and start the job. I know it's not too exciting, but it has to be done. So, thank you in advance.
Okay. And we got a side thing too. Find and return the extremely valuable container to the river base. Okay. There's an extremely valuable container somewhere in here. In this area here. So, sure, that's going to be a muley sort of thing, or even a big crane. This one, recommission the steel beams facility. Build a road over there. Rightio, build a road over here. And what? Deliver an object. Oh, great. So we've got to get an object from here and bring it over. It's going to be pretty tricky, actually, when you look at it. So I know coming up here is very hard. So I think what I might actually end up doing is bringing the big crane over. He'll be able to pick that one up. We may or may not need the big crane to help find this object, or at least raise, lower something. So big crane needed for that too. River base, is that open? Yes, it is. Right, so we've got a river base now. That was the building. I said, oh, that looks like a building. So we can bring people there. Then we need to find a route. We can go that way. Yeah, that looks like it's the best way for the convoy to come. It's going to go from the northern, from the northern tunnel. Because I don't think we're going to be able to do anything really clever. It's a bit of fun. No, that rock is going to stop it. No, the rock is stopping us. You could come down to there. Oh, you can't. There you can. All right. And then another one. Very edge here. No, it won't let me build that one. Oh, because of that outcrop just there. So let's try again, but here. No. No, it won't let you build a bridge there. Oh, well. Okay, fine. It was worth a try. So we're going to have to try and bring him along here, through the quarry, and along there. Well, let's map that out. Isn't it? Yeah, that's one. The Riverside gas holder. Right, so I reckon there's going to be a fair bit of road building needed here, but what the heck? We're going to give it a go. It might be a little mule that can travel across country. And if it is, then we don't have to worry about it. I've actually been along this road, so I'm hoping that there's no really big rocks to deal with. We'll just sort of see as we go, I think. Looks pretty good actually up here anyway. I think the hard part's going to come when we're coming through the sand quarry and all of that stuff. So come down here. You never know, we might be lucky and just get it done. Sometimes it works out. If we come along here, through the sand quarry. The fact they've put a sand quarry there, though, makes me think that we probably are going to need sand for a road. Well, we're building a road anyway, aren't we, further along, but not really very useful for this one. We'll just keep ticky-tacking along here until we can get to the end. So then it should be okay from here. Then main road. Turn off on this one. Right. See how we go with that. I've got a little mule, so it's a good start. Shouldn't have any trouble going along the main road. It's just going to be once we get to the secondary road. Oh, and there's probably something else coming, I suppose, isn't there? Of course there is, a semi-trailer. Yeah, okay. Alrighty. Let's just see how we go with this. Couple of rocks in the way, but hopefully won't be a problem. Okay, so this part's going to be okay, but I'm not feeling very confident about the bit going through the sand. That's all right. We'll just have to let it play out. But this could be where Sojourn starts to bite back a bit. After having so nice for so long, you may find this is where we now actually have to spend a bit of time doing roadworks and the like. Mule will be okay, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if the semi-trailer can't even get across that bit. Just have a little look. Here it comes. Yeah, that looks pretty much like I thought. Ooh. Be a bit tricky too, so too close to the rock there. Oh, there's a lot of rocks here. Muley will be okay. But, poor old semi-trailers. Oh, the second one's pushing him. But that'll stop in a minute when he goes into the sand. And now they're both going to pretty much stall there. All right, we might... Vehicle failed on the route. Yeah. I've got no rewards anyway, so I'm tempted to just kill that one off. Okay. And I reckon that this one's just going to die pretty soon. Yeah, these guys aren't getting anywhere. Okay, that's all right. So, we'll have to work on that. Recommission, and we'll do the other one first, though. Oh, we have to build a road. Oh, man. How many roads? Right, there we go. That's what I expected. Okay, well, I think because I have to build a road, I have to build a road over here. I think I'm going to bring the road crew in over here. Not me. I'm going to bring the road crew into the river base, and we're going to build the road all the way from here, all the way over, and then connect it up or whatever. Okay. Now, oh, that's interesting. We don't have enough. We don't have enough jiggers to open up the sand quarry. Okay, so that's another thing we're gonna have to work with. All right, let's get to the garage, and I'm gonna bring in my sand scraper. In you come. Now, I don't know, because map has such a lot of sand on it. Don't know if we can just pull up on literally a sandy spot and that will let us scrape the sand from there, sort of thing. If we were to come over, yeah, there's not much sand there. There's a tiny bit. If we were to come up here, does that count as sand? If I pull up there, no. Okay, so there's not sandy enough. Well, that's going to be a bit annoying then, isn't it? Can definitely bring him over to the sand spot, whatever it's called. If we pull up here, I don't think this is classed as sand, even though it's very sandy. Let's just pull up here and see. Oh, it is. Okay, so that's classed as sand. Great. All right, that helps. But what does that give us in terms of radius? Oh, nice. Almost all the way back to the river base, so that's pretty good. That's really good. Okay, so back to the river base and get the bowhead. Oops, I don't want to retain it. And then I want to sell it. Oh yes, I have to go to it, don't I? Silly head. Go to it. In fact, I'll refill it with sand while I'm here. Dear, I've got such a tickly cough at the moment. How annoying. Right. Now we'll take it to the river base. And then we should be able to start laying some sand down. So today is going to end up being a road building day. Day of building roads. Just scribble you out of the way a bit. Right. We should be able to go across here now. Wiggly wobbly. I'll just get back in the right spot, that'll do. Fill him up. We'll bring our bulldozer over. Keep coordinating. I should be able to refill my sand. Don't tell me I can't. That would be mean. But dude is right in the way. What I'm going to do is try and sand out that. fill it up. And then switch over to the sand scraper, move him, or past, move him back, or move him on maybe. Let's just have another look. So I'm in the sand, so for sandiness, the size of the scraper's sand is slightly less than the quarry. So I've got to move on a bit. I might not quite be able to get to the quarry. Oh, that's all right. We'll switch to the scraper. Cut off all of that stuff. Move on a bit. It's pretty cool that we can scrape sand just off the road surface. Hopefully we can do the same a little bit further on. Put this sort of straight bit up here. Does look pretty nice and sandy, doesn't it? See if we can scrape some from here. Yeah, we can. Great. While you set up, come back to you. Fully laden. Head off. A little bit there, but I think the dozer should be able to sort that out. Oh, I think we're going very fast there for a moment. Maybe we're going downhill, maybe that's what it was. Should be enough, I hope. A bit squidgy. We'll see how we go. Okay. We'll move on the scraper again. And then now we should be able to get him all the way to the sand quarry. Almost at sand quarry, aren't we? This is the quarry. This is the quarry here. So hopefully I'll be able to get him just off the road now. Amongst the sand. A bit like that guy is. We'll see. It might not quite work. We've got to come right up sort of here to get our tail out of the way. How does that look? We can't anyway. Okay, that's fine. We will come back. So we're going to have to sit on sit on the road a bit. Near enough. Okay. That's interesting. It's not picking up. I guess our circle is inside the other one, but it's not showing it. So, well, I think we'll be okay. Well, we'll see, won't we? No, it's not letting us. What's wrong with my sand scraper? Maybe it's because it was touching that other thing. Maybe. That should now work. It's not going to be touching him anymore. Yep, got sand little bits coming off. And we can refill. Okay, so it must have been because it was touching that other one. I wasn't happy about it. Down quite a bit of sand there because there was those big rocks there. I'm going to come right up to the back of the sand scraper. Near the back anyway. Then we're going to go round the sand scraper. We're going to have to come back later on with the final load of sand, because I'm a bit worried that I've got to build a road a bit further on and I need the sand to get to that. I want to lock him in. I think I'm going to... No, I can do that on my way back. Do that on my way back. So he can get out. Well, I can always bring the dozer over, I suppose. That will help. Now, hopefully, we've got out enough sand coverage that we can build this road. I'm going to go the other end. Just to make sure that we can refill the sand from the sand. Like we still can. Yeah, good. Oh no. Oh, that's okay. So we're close to the edge of the circle. Back about here somewhere. And we're totally full, so we should be able to do this. Right, so you can do the road. And we should be okay. Get on the road, you idiot. What a sausage. You can't go through there. Oh, do I have to do this myself? Again. Select that truck. Select that route. Try again. See if you can aim a bit better this time. Nope, you can't aim any better. You still are going to hit the wall. Oh, maybe you'll just make it. Man, that is the worst effort ever. However, it looks like we might just about get through. And I'm hoping that we'll have enough. Have we got enough sand? Yes, we do. Looks like we're still tipping sand. I reckon he'd be inside the circle again now. So that should be fine. You know, he's... Oh, no, he hasn't been able to tip sand. Okay, let's hop back into him. I'll refill your sand. Useless person. Oh, he's obviously got... Well, he's got most of the way. I'll see if we can do this last bit ourselves. Whoa, why am I going so... Oh. Right. That was absolutely nightmarish. Don't know why we turned off the low. Oh, I think I did it when I was moving, didn't I? Yeah. We will get there. Was it just a bit of an awful effort, though? So all up, this was an awful effort by both me and by the AI. That should be squared off enough for the dozer to sort it out. Not going to be the best road ever. Still, it's okay. So we then can refill our sand. Now we can come back and do this last bit here. Particularly for the semi-trailer. We want to just, I might just go back this way as well, and get this a little bit more even from this side, just in case we have to re-interrupt this way. What to do, and a bit in the middle. Should be pretty right. What to do. And that just leaves the last little bit where the sand scraper is. Okay. Goes off his various bibs and bobs. We just edge him out of the way. Should do. We're not going to do any sand scraping there, and that's fine. But we just got to make sure we've got enough in the dump truck. Get to the other bit over there. So bit of a way. Oh, we're not going to make it, are we? We're so close. That's annoying, isn't it? If we hadn't dumped quite so much at the very start, it might have been better off. Can we do this? It was a good try, though. Let's go back. If we can get next to our roadie bit. Sort of about here somewhere. Yeah, that can do it. Right. Just needs a tiny little bit. Didn't quite do that right. Down way too much. We're just fiddling about, aren't we? Okay. A lot of sand laying. Should be pretty good. Same for this guy. Should be done now, so then we can bring our bulldozer across. A bit of flattening. But I reckon we're probably going to have to also do our... Where's our bulldozer? No, not that one. That one. No, not the rusty one. The nice one. Give it a base. All right, so we should be able to pretty easily push all that sand down. That'll get us a sand road, and then we can bring the asphalt paver and roller over. It should be really good. Right, about there. So this shouldn't take too long. Should end up in a fairly good flat road. Doesn't have to be a super highway, it just needs to be enough that the convoy can go down. Up and down as we got our dumping of sand wrong. Too bad. Certainly lays out a nice wide amount of sand, doesn't it? We might end up having to reshape our route a little bit to reflect where we've laid the sand as opposed to our original path. It's pretty close to the same. A little bit narrow there, can't be helped. Might have to actually go and put a bit more sand down on that bit. We'll have to see. This is where we got a bit carried away. Massive amount of sand. We end up pushing sand over the railway line, but that's okay. No, we didn't. That's good. Works out pretty well. Yeah, we just need to do all each of the angles to make sure we can come at this from each side. That side. Yep. And this side. And then just down through the middle to make sure we don't leave a gap. There we go. How's that look on the whole? Not too bad. Not too bad. So let's go on and finish off the mess we made over here. Well, that's neat. So you get a little peephole to see where you're going. Okay. So that good. Good enough. The landing of that guy. Rightio. Now we hop into the asphalt layer. Bring him over. And then end up with the roller. Now this is going to be a little slow because this guy's not the quickest. We only have a little way to go. I might just try and do this in one pass if I can. More bumpy than I did before. Should be enough width for the semi-trailers to come down. Might have to do 2 runs in the roller though. Down the hill. We're just crafting our roads. Very crafty. We left a little gap there, which I think was just because there wasn't enough sand put down in the first place. Try and run over it. I think, yeah, maybe because the sand wasn't deep enough there. So there's a little edge there. I think we'll be okay still. I've just messed up my straight line. I'm going to do a straight line. That bit in there. But now. Oh, step up. Overall, so far, it's been pretty flat, but the asphalt layer hasn't had any trouble. So that should make it okay for the roller at the end. Again, we'll try and do all the directions here. What to do. And then we can bring over the roller, finish off the rolling. Now, do I trust the AI to do this part? We'll give it a go. Because that way then I can do the roller. So don't crash. Here's my roller. You can come do the last bit. Now, with any luck, we should get these 2 roads done today. Just. That'll I mean, the next thing is to get that generator or whatever it was. And we might end up having to do this in 2 goes. Yeah, definitely. It's just not enough to do it in one. Interesting, I didn't think I did start rolling asphalt. Maybe we left it on from last time. Ooh, that's very tight there. Probably a bit annoying when we come back the other way. We are going to get this road done. And the other one. That'll be about all we'll do today. So, not a huge amount of achievement, but in terms of completed tasks, but a very useful day's work for setting ourselves up for tomorrow. If that semi-trailer can't travel along here, then I'll just have to push it along with the bulldozer or something. This is a pretty good road. I reckon it'll be okay. Too far away. How nice is that? Then we can also just come over here and do the last bit. And I'll just check. Yep, it's all blue. Yep, that's beautiful. So the other one must have finished. So we can now go through here and this will make it go all green. Oh, and then we've got to bring him back and do the other side of the road. Oh, yes, I forgot about that bit. Everybody parked on top of everyone else, but that's okay. So this should let us build the road, and then all we've got to do is deliver the object. Come on, little guy, get on with it. I'd like to just run down the other side of my own road, and that'll finish that off as well. Ta-da! So that's good. So that's built that road. So we're not rolling asphalt at the moment. Let's back along here. We just got to come down the other side of our road. And then we're done. I won't fire off the convoy today because we're getting close to stopping time. But, we can do that tomorrow. That should get our convoy all the way over to the other gas holder. Now rolling asphalt. Just make sure we've got enough width on our road that the semi-trailer shouldn't have any trouble. So all up, a pretty good fun day of building roads, which we don't do as much of, given that the game is called RoadCraft. We do a bit of it, but we don't spend a whole lot of time just building roads. So nice to have a day of building roads for a change, particularly when it works out pretty well. Yes, here's the bit I kind of messed up a bit. We'll see if we can just stretch it and adjust it. There we go. What a beauty. One beautifully sealed road all the way from the train line, or even before, all the way over to this road. Now, anyone who doesn't like that is a great big meanie. Make sure that one's out of the way. Okay. So, as I say, I'm not going to fire off the convoy again because I want to watch it. So we'll do that tomorrow. But that'll do for today. So we're halfway through the steel beams. And we're halfway through the route. So we're sort of two halves. That'll be good. We'll finish that off tomorrow. So actually I might just hop over to the bowhead because I'll take a photo, or even the sand scraper, or somebody over here anyway. Maybe the sand scraper. We don't tend to take photos of the sand scraper much. So we'll do that later on. Anyway, that'll do for today. Great effort. I reckon we haven't stepped up very much, so we're probably only like 76% or something like that. Because all we did was that scouty task. But I'm feeling good about it for tomorrow, that we should be able to get both of those convoy routes done. And we're done. Okie doke, 76%. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. It was, as I said a few times, it was a road building day today. So I'm pretty happy about that. It's nice to build roads every so often. And tomorrow should be more of a convoy and big crane day. But that's it for now. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow as we continue on the fun. That's it. Bye-bye.